Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced yesterday the Senate will take up the COVID relief plan for passage this week. The House version passed over the weekend with the $15 minimum wage in it. But Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin says the Senate Democrats will not overrule the parliamentarian who ruled the measure was not permissible under the rules of budget reconciliation. NBC News reports the Senate parliamentarian will allow pension plan protection and assistance with paying COBRA premiums to remain in the bill. Let's bring in author of the Washington Post early morning newsletter, Power Up, Jacqueline Alemany, and data journalist for The Economist, Elliot Morris. Good morning to you both. Jackie, let me start with you. So how is this going to roll out this week? Are they going to peel off the $15 minimum wage and then pass it through reconciliation with just Democratic votes?
It's a really good question, Willie, and that's still something that's up in the air. We know that Chairman of the Budget Committee, Senator Bernie Sanders, is pushing this minimum wage provision despite the Senate parliamentarians ruling that it can't be protected by budget reconciliation. But overruling the Senate parliamentarian would be quite dramatic and something that the White House has said that they are against. That being said, Senator Sanders said he's going to raise it as an amendment, and essentially daring people like Senator Joe Manchin, who have said that they don't want to overrule the parliamentarian, to vote on the $15 minimum wage hike in the vote-a-rama that's going to begin as the Senate begins to debate this final COVID package. But look, the White House has also said that they are against overruling the Senate parliamentarian. When you had Republicans fire Bob Dove, the parliamentarian in 2001, people described it to me as a pretty shocking situation that was almost unprecedented. It's hard to imagine Democrats doing it, but you have progressives and people like Sanders and Senator Warren pressing this ahead, calling for, one, overruling the parliamentarian, or two, eliminating the filibuster.
So, Jackie, if you've got powerful senators like Senator Warren and Senator Sanders saying this has to be in, or at least we have to pass this by some other means, where does that leave the White House? What do they say to Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah, it's unclear what that debate looks like internally right now. But from a public perspective, we just have both sides sticking with their proclamations that they're not budging either way. But right now, as it stands, Democrats don't really have a way forward of delivering a signature policy proposal that they've been promising of hiking the minimum wage because it doesn't. Congress doesn't have the votes. Democratic senators don't have the votes on the Republican side to pass this as a standalone bill because, senators haven't agreed to, senators like Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema haven't agreed to eliminate the filibuster. It's unclear who's going to budge here. The White House so far has done a pretty good job at accommodating the progressive leftist flank on these sorts of provisions. Perhaps they'll budge on a different provision here, like increasing unemployment insurance, extending it a month or two. But that's something that we're going to see play out on the Hill starting today.
Boy, Elliot, you look at the polling on this. I know you've been studying it. This is one of the most popular pieces of legislation we've seen in a long time. Obviously, it helps people get back on their feet in many ways. It pushes us closer to getting schools reopened. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, there's obviously something in here for you.
That's right. And I should say we compared this polling data just to sources from Chris Warshaw, a political scientist at George Washington University. And we found that on average of the polls that have asked support for the COVID relief bill, that about 70% of Americans, as high as 76%, depending on the poll, support Biden and Democrats' measures. And that's higher even than the support that the 2007 minimum wage hike or 2009 minimum wage hike got. That's higher support than any of Donald Trump's legislation from past 5 years. And this is really a staggeringly popular bill. Americans want, might argue they need relief.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.